Hey y'all, welcome back. This is Michelle from Michelle's Empty Nest, and today we are going to start doing the little flashback for Project Life of 2021. So I've taken you through January, February, and March of 2020 so far. Those did not have process videos at all here on YouTube. Some of these that you're going to see in a few months or maybe at the beginning of the year and for a few weeks did have a process video, but I wanted to kind of lump them all together by month like I'm doing with my 2020 album, and kind of just walk through and talk about the journaling and what I've got from those snippets of my life from last year. So I am using the same 12 by 12 design album as my 2020 year. I don't know, since I'm only doing just the one page spread per week, I might be able to fit everything in 1 year. Would this being the first time I've done Project Life? I don't know. I know some people go to 2 albums, but they may be people that do double page spreads. So I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. Do you do single or double page spreads, and does it usually take you 1 or 2 albums? So I may have to swap things out as we get near the end of the year if it looks like I need another album. So one thing you'll notice in each of my pages for 2021 is a consistent title card. I used the This Week cards from the Allie Edwards Stories by the Year kit, and I have this digitally as well. There were several colors within the kit, but they were kind of more on the muted side. So like if I needed a bright pink or a yellow or a brighter blue or more darker, richer colors, I am just recoloring them in Photoshop to make them kind of match a little bit better with my pictures and my color scheme from that week. So that will be something that you will see as being the same all the way throughout. I'm not listing week numbers this year for 2021. I'm just stamping out my date range. And I think every time I put something here, typically some sort of star or a heart or an asterisk, to kind of separate my date. So let's start up here. It says, my one little word for 2021 is fearless. Overcoming my fears is a top priority for me this year. And y'all, I have some real fears and I have some irrational fears that feel very real to me. But I did make a lot of progress last year with kind of getting over some of those things, moving beyond some of them. And so fearless was an awesome word for me. I even got my first tattoo and have it on my arm. I was 50 when I got it, and it just still reminds me to keep being fearless every day. New Archer and Olive, Crazy Stella in a cooler, Ellie striking a pose. And then I wrote, I can't wait to set up my new reading journal, or my new journal for my reading this year. And I'm still using this same journal. It will hold a few years easily. And life wouldn't be the same without my pets. Then down here, our first date night of 2021 was to Fox City Brewing in Forsyth. It was so good. Our second date night was spent making s'mores. I can't get that word to come out, around my new fire pit. So I had asked for a fire pit for Christmas, and my husband got me one, and this was our first time using it in the first week of January. Let's see, I think I will kind of swap them over like this. All right, this week I had some red in my photos, and there were red cards and embellishments that I could use, so I kind of just played up on that. And here I say I'm leaning into this quote for my one little word, fearless, this year, and it says, the fears we don't face become our limits. Sweet Ellie loves to nap on my chest when she's tired or scared of loud noises and bad weather, and so she stays there a lot. My amaryllis from Christmas finally bloomed beautifully. Olin got his first dose of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine today, and Stella and Margot love to watch people take a shower. I'm not sure if they're looking at us or the water. And then these cards also came from the Stories by the Year kit. And these two I'm pretty sure these were Citrus Twist Kit cards, maybe all 3 of them. I know for sure they weren't part of the Stories by the Year kit. I can tell you that for sure. All right, then we are on to the week of January the 17th through the 23rd. And so up here, this was where there was a palindrome week this year, I think, and there was also one last year. So I'm a math nerd. I was a math and science teacher, so I just like to document those little things. That will be something I will enjoy looking back at when I look back at these albums. So that's what these screenshots were for. All right, so here it says, is it even January if you don't try to start eating healthier? This year I decided to try HelloFresh, a meal delivery service where all the ingredients are packaged up and ready for you to cook. We got our first box this week. Even though I am a super picky eater, I mean really super picky, I was able to choose meals I thought I would like, and I did like them. I may not have loved them all, but they were good and so much better for me than many of our usual go-to options. So that's this picture down here, or both of these pictures. Over here, I said I'm a math nerd. What an awesome week to be a math nerd. All the 21s and palindromes are always spectacular. Happy Mail. Any Happy Mail is good, but when it's from Color Cast Designs, it's great. Love, love, love. Bernie memes for the win. The Bernie Sanders memes that made the rounds after the inauguration were some of the best. And so I saved a couple of those as well. And then the last one we'll look at for today was January the 24th through the 30th. And this is one that I definitely recolored. I'm pretty sure I recolored this red one as well. I don't think there was a red that bright in the cards, but I could be wrong on that one. But I am certain that I recolored this blue one. And you can see also what I was talking about putting some kind of heart or an asterisk or a star, something just to kind of separate out my dates. All right, so up here, it says today was, and I typed in somber. Today marked the 35th anniversary of the Challenger space shuttle disaster that killed 7 astronauts. It's one of those things that I will never forget where I was when it happened. I was 15 and sitting in Mrs. Reeves' 10th grade biology class. We were watching it happen live on the news. I can still remember seeing the shuttle burst apart and thinking for a second that it was just more rocket boosters falling off or something similar. It quickly became apparent that wasn't the case at all. Even typing this, I feel the tightness in my chest that I did that day. And so I'm sure many of you, especially if you're about my age, it was on the news. It was a big thing that a teacher was going up into the Challenger with the rest of the astronauts. And so they aired it at a lot of schools live. And so, yeah, it's something that will always stick with you. All right, then over here, just the little feelings card, and I checked off happy, thankful, sad, and ready. Put sweet girls here, and this sock, it's got a little label that says Margot sock. That's one of our cats. She would pick this same sock out of the laundry hamper every single time when they're clean. And she just kept wanting that same sock. Not ever its match, not ever another color, but that one sock. And it's a Bomba sock. It's not cheap. But I finally just had to give in. And even today, she still carries this thing around like it's a precious baby. And she loves that thing. So you never know where you're going to find it at. And then I was just talking about where I grew up. People riding up and down the little strip and in the Kmart parking lot. I asked Olin to build a stocking pole for me in December. He worked so hard to make it just like I wanted, and I love it. Due to his crazy long work schedule, I wasn't able to use it this past Christmas, but I can't wait to use it this year. So it took him a little week or so more to finish it up where I could use it. So last year he got it finished for me in January, and I used it last year at Christmas, and it was very pretty sitting on our mantle. And then I just wrote a little bit about Hank Aaron passing away. I am a little south of Atlanta and grew up watching him play with my dad, and just, you know, knowing who he was, seeing him on old reruns of baseball games, you know, how they do that kind of stuff. So it was a sad day in Atlanta when he passed away. So that is where we will stop for today. That gets us through 4 weeks and all but 1 day of January. And I hope you enjoyed the video. I think it's just a good way to kind of learn a little bit about who you're watching YouTube videos from, to see and know some of the stories behind the photos. And I love to hear other people read their journaling. So I just wanted to kind of offer that to see if that would be something you all would enjoy as well. So if you did enjoy the video, I would love a thumbs up down below, and please consider hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already. I would love to have you be a part of my little YouTube family. And until I see you in the next video, take care of yourself, do something good for yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.